Welcome to Aiken This Week. I'm Emery Langston. Today we are at USC Aiken to talk about a wonderful program that's in its fourth year, the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Celebration, and I'm being joined today by Stephanie Franklin.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, who is our chairperson for the committee for the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Celebration that's in its fourth year.
Yes.
So Stephanie, thank you for coming and talking to us this morning. You've become quite a regular, and we love to see you and love to have you on.
Thank you.
A wonderful program, and we look forward to this time of year every year. So I know you and the committee have been working very hard for many months to put this program together. And as I said, I think it's in its fourth year, it's being presented by USC Aiken and Aiken Technical College. And so can you tell us how the program came to be and why the event is important to us?
Well, the university and Aiken Technical College was doing their own programs in terms of for the students and alternating each year. And I think this started about 15 years ago. And then when the Convocation Center was built, a decision was made to do a collaborative effort and to join forces and to make it available to the public and grow the program versus just having it solely for the students. And so, as you said, over the past 4 years, it has grown. We have had some outstanding speakers, and we got another outstanding speaker again this year. And so what it means to me is just an opportunity to get our entire community involved. And there's a lot of other programs that are going on throughout the month to recognize Dr. King's birthday and to celebrate. But this community effort is for the community. So, you know, you may have people going to different little places, but this is an opportunity for the entire community to come together and celebrate Dr. King.
Well, I think it's so important every year when we celebrate Dr. King's birthday, and we really have an opportunity to reflect on his legacy and how important that is. So can you talk just for a second about what you think that legacy is and how we can incorporate that legacy into our community?
Well, I think that probably with most people, one of the things that always stands out about Dr. King is his "I Have a Dream" speech. And in that "I Have a Dream" speech, that phrase that one day all men will be created equally, will be treated equally, that is the one phrase that I look forward to, and then I think that everybody can get involved in, is that one day, you know, let's keep moving towards treating each other equally and treating each other with respect. And when we have this kind of community event, you know, it's brings the entire community together regardless of race, regardless of gender, regardless of age. It's one time that we all can come together and be one.
Right.
And so to me, that's what his legacy represents, and that's what we try to execute in this event.
Sure, sure. Well, each year there has been a theme. The theme has been set, and on the publicity material, there is usually an inspirational quote by Dr. King, and there's so many inspirational quotes from Dr. King. The quote that for this year's program, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." I think that's so poignant for today. His quotes just kind of have an eternal resonance.
Yes.
So let's talk about that quote and how it sets the tone for the theme for this year.
Well, as you indicated, every year there's a theme that's based upon Dr. King's quotes. And I think that when the committee started looking at all of his quotes, and given the climate that we're in, this one just resonated with the entire committee, that it was just hands down decision that this ought to be the theme for this year. And then when you look at the theme, then you start thinking about, well, who could really speak to this theme? And the individual that's going to be the keynote speaker this year, Bakari Sellers, is, I think, an excellent orator, first of all, but I think that his background, his life experiences is going to bring some life to this particular theme.
He's a very dynamic speaker, and we're very fortunate to have him come and join us in this celebration. But there's some key points about him that really do set the tone, with him being a very young member of our state legislature, and growing up with a family who was very involved in the civil rights movement. He's the next generation coming on board and helping to shape our relations and our community spirit. And so we're really looking forward to him.
We are looking forward to him coming. As you were indicating, in 2006, he was just 22 years old. He defeated a 26-year incumbent and the state representative to become the youngest member of the South Carolina State Legislature and the youngest elected official in the entire nation. And so with his father being Cleveland Sellers, a civil rights activist in his own right, I think all of that collective experience is going to bring this theme to life this year. So we're looking forward to it, and we want everybody to come out and celebrate with us.
I was really blown away when we were talking earlier about him being the youngest member in the United States to hold an elected office, and I had no idea that he had beaten a 26-year incumbent. So what a wonderful person to come and share a message with us for the celebration this year. So what can folks expect from the celebration this year?
Well, they can expect a dynamic program. As our purpose, we always believe, in a day of service, and that's what the Dr. King legacy has always been about. And so we open up at 2:30 with a service fair, and so all of the United Way agencies and those other nonprofit agencies will be there. So if you want to volunteer in our community, there's an opportunity for you to sign up with one of our agencies during that time frame at the agency fair from 2:30 to 3 o'clock. Then the program will start at 3 o'clock, and we always have great music. So this year we're going to have 2 local community choirs, Second Baptist. They always sing every year on the program, and we're adding Mount Anna. So Mount Anna Baptist Church will be there, their choir will be there singing. So if you're members of Second Baptist, Mount Anna, or any of the other local churches, please come. And we always have local ministers participating. And so this year, the pastor from Cedar Creek is going to be there. So for all the Cedar Creek members, come out and support one of your senior pastors there. And another unique thing that I think we do that makes the program special is that we have an essay and a poster contest. And so the essay contest is for the elementary and middle school students, and then the poster contest is for the middle school students and the elementary, and then the essay is for high school students. And we will recognize a student from each one of those categories, and they'll get a Kindle. And I think they look forward to that, and plus they'll get their name up and in the program and on the stage. They'll be welcome to be introduced to everybody. And I think that's a unique aspect. So we want young people to become involved. We want young people to be aware of Dr. King and his legacy. And then if the public wants to get involved, we invite you to participate in our community choir. I think that's another unique aspect about the program. You would need to come on the 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Show up at the Etheridge Center, and there's going to be a quick rehearsal on that particular day, and it'll be easy songs that you'll be able to learn. And Joel Scraper, he is the director here at USC Aiken, and he always leads that choir and does a phenomenal job. So there's a lot of little unique aspects, plus you get to hear from the Aiken Technical College president, and of course here our chancellor, Dr. Jordan. So those are wonderful, unique aspects, I think, about this program.
Absolutely, absolutely. The choir, if you haven't experienced this wonderful program, come out simply for the music.
Yes.
Because the music is absolutely phenomenal. And what a wonderful opportunity that we have with the Aiken County Public Schools in getting the children involved with what Martin Luther King Jr., who he was and what that means to them. So that's always fun to see that artwork and to hear those words written by those young people about Dr. King.
Yeah.
So wonderful, unique aspects all the way around. So folks are definitely encouraged to bring their children.
They are.
And there is no cost.
No cost. It's free to the public.
So we want everybody to come out. As you're looking at the program over the years that you have been the chairperson, and we're going into the 4th year, what does this program mean to the community?
What I think it means to the community is an opportunity, like I said, for us to celebrate together. You know, so although there's a lot of other programs that are going on, this is the only community-wide program. And we purposefully host it at the end, almost towards the end of the month, so you don't neglect going to your other specific programs, but this is kind of a culmination of all of those programs for us to come together as a community and to celebrate Dr. King, and to do that in unity and in love and in celebration and in recognition, you know, that we are all created equal. And so we want to continue to live out the legacy of Dr. King. Then we need to celebrate together.
That's absolutely true. And this is just a phenomenal way to do that.
It is. It is.
So Stephanie, I just want to mention, you talked about how folks can contribute.
Yes.
And with the service fair, we really encourage folks to come out early, 30 minutes early. The doors will open at 2:30.
Yes.
To see the different organizations that you can sign up for and become a volunteer with. Definitely, if you want to sing in the community choir, the Etheridge Center at 1:30.
Yes.
Because the service part of Dr. King's legacy is all year round.
It is.
So we really do want to encourage folks to see what is available and how they can get involved in the community. So we really are looking forward to January the 22nd.
Yes.
2:30 the doors will open, 3 o'clock the program will start.
Yes.
Again, this is free to everybody. Come and enjoy some time together in the community with everybody.
Yes.
A very diverse group of folks from all walks of life and backgrounds, and it's just going to be a great event.
Yes.
Stephanie, can you think of anything else that you want to mention as we're kind of wrapping up?
Well, the reason why this is free to the public is because we have such great sponsors. And so without our sponsors, we would not be able to put on a quality program like this. So I want to thank all of our sponsors. And I don't know if I can name them all, but it's about 15 of them. And so our premier sponsor, I will say, is Chandler Law Firm. And then, of course, we have a lot of the major corporations that around, you know, the banks and the Savannah Riverside and those agencies that have year after year been great sponsors. And so we just thank all of our sponsors. And I thank the committee, you know, because I cannot do this by myself. And so we have a list of corporate community involvement, and I just thank each and every one of the committee members for all that they have done to help us put this program together. And thank you for this opportunity to tell the community to come out on January 22nd.
Well, it's my pleasure. You know, it's always my pleasure to be involved with this to help get the word out, because it is such a wonderful program. And the committee and yourself have worked tirelessly, I know, over many, many months to make this happen.
Yes.
And it's going to be an exciting day.
I'm looking forward to it.
So thank you, Stephanie, for
Thank
coming
you.
on and sharing this information. And we hope to see you at the USC Aiken Convocation Center on January the 22nd. We'll see you next time for Aiken This Week.